Welcome to the New to Wrestling podcast, where I, your host, Xavier Cruz, a lifelong wrestling fan, will take a lifelong friend through the action, the joys, and the drama of the world of professional wrestling. My co-host, Kelsey Silva, has been bitten by the wrestling bug, and I want to invite you to join us as I take her through the moments that made me a fan. So if you're new to wrestling and would like to get brought up to speed, or a fan who would like to relive some classic matches, promos, and segments through fresh eyes, join us as we embark on a journey through the Attitude Era and beyond. Welcome to the New to Wrestling podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. This week, we're just going to do a little mini guy.
It's the tidbit episode.
We watched the 1997 Slammies the other day, and boy, let me tell you, that was a roller coaster of emotions. That was wild. It was not at all what I was expecting it to be. It was
nothing.
No, not at all. Like, there was way more song and dance than I ever imagined. There was also a heinous Miss Slammy contest, which was absolute insanity. And we'll go over like the winners. I don't have them because I'm ill prepared, but Kelsey has them, I think.
Y'all, okay. We need to talk about Slammies because we watched this episode in the whole time. If you're watching us on YouTube, the whole time we were just like this.
What?
Staring at each other.
No,
like, we were just like,
wild.
what? We were like, why don't we just watch the Slammies? Like, let's just do it. Crazy. But really quick set the stage for you. And the stage was a tiny wrestling ring. They put a tiny wrestling ring missing one of the ropes walls as the stage, and they had like the little like glass podium or whatever.
Right.
Where you preach from. And within 5 seconds, I am forgetting which is horrible. I'm forgetting the name of the host. Yes.
Something like that. Todd Penningham.
Who I was not expecting to host.
No,
first of all,
all.
let's just like call it spade a spade. He was not the one I would have chosen.
No.
Breaks into song immediately. And it's horrible. And it's horrible.
The song is bad, and the level of discomfort from the entire audience should be recorded in history. Like, everyone looked miserable.
Flabbergasted, disgusted, affronted. So it's all your favorite wrestlers dressed in suit and tie, just sitting in the crowd, and it was just debauchery. So basically, like, what the song was like, he was trying to incorporate wrestlers' names into like all these little like tidbit songs that he Frankenstein monstered together. It was just like it was horrible to behold, went on way too long. Everyone was uncomfortable and would not recommend doing it again.
Correct.
But they get into the first award. It is the New Sensation Award. It is presented by Ahmed, who snubs Stone Cold work.
Oh
basically,
my God, so
he goes
funny.
to announce the winner, and he says Stone Cold is not the winner. It's Rocky Maivia or something similar to that, which is crazy. Rocky,
gives us like
people booed him, first of all.
I'm telling you, it's coming.
Second, he tried to take it so seriously.
Right.
Like, he really was like trying to thank his dad, have this like cute little moment. And everyone was like, apparently he's like the freshman on the block and doesn't know the Slammies or the debaucherous occasion where you get like shit faced with your friends, like in a suit and tie.
Right. It's like the graduation party after graduation. Like,
fully.
It's like, hello, like, do you know what this is? Like,
yeah, and he wasn't like the valedictorian, because the valedictorian always gets turned after graduation. It's always like one of the student council members, like the secretary or something, who like is like, oh, no, guys, this is like a beautiful moment. And we're like,
shut up, treasurer.
Please. So yeah, fully. So Rocky Maivia wins New Sensation. But Stone Cold Kanye's it. He goes up on stage and is like,
fully. He's
hey,
like,
girl, you're wrong. This is stupid.
Right.
I'm obviously the most sensational person here. Because also, of course, it wouldn't be a WWE event without interwoven wrestling promos throughout.
Absolutely not.
Most of the wrestlers take advantage of the mic to call out the beefs they have coming up with others at WrestleMania. So
love it.
Love to see it. Oh, which also, speaking of, amazing, we decided to watch the Slammies because they're deciding to bring the Slammies back this year.
I know, wild. I literally I saw the
timing.
message, I sent it to Kelsey, and I was like, wow, impeccable timing. The foresight that we have, I swear to God.
I swear, crazy, literally. Can't miss.
All we do is win, no matter what.
I'm so curious I'm so curious as to how they're gonna do it because this was chaos embodied. I'm
Right.
wondering if they're gonna like try and class it up a little bit. I'm really curious.
Mm.
We might have to watch this year's just because. Um, but then this is the Dress to Kill award is the next award.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Presented by Honky Tonk Man and a apparently amazingly famous 90s supermodel Cindy Mongolis. To be honest, I don't know who that is. But apparently she was Rocky's date also. Um
I was like, "Congrats."
so, good for him. But Sable wins the Dress to Kill award, obviously. And
Obviously.
what made me enraged and furious is that Mark Miro goes up with her and is the one who takes the mic and the award and starts like thanking people on her behalf. Sir, I literally wrote Mark Miro, shut up.
I was like, "Literally, it is for how good she looks. What are
Yeah,
you doing?" Like,
like
"Get out of
great.
here. Get out
We
of
literally
here."
were like, get out, like go away. And like finally she gets on the mic and then she has like 3 seconds to say her piece, which she, thanks her costume designer, thank God. Um, and yeah, I just Mark shoo 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 shoo. Like also he was injured, so she had to like he has a knee injury. He has to, like help him
Help him,
up
like, down the
and like just
stairs, like
Sable just push him in his seat and be like, "You stay here. I won."
right. "I got this. I can handle it. Thanks."
Yeah. Um Either way, Sable wins. Then Nation of Domination comes out. They decided to be,
Fashionably
late to the
late
part,
and loud
fashionably
about it.
late and loud about it, which is not how you should be fashionably late. If you're gonna be fashionably late, like you wear a loud outfit, but come in quietly.
Yes. Yes.
Like
I
that's
agree.
it. The outfit should speak for you. And since you guys all wear the same all black attire with your sunglasses on, not giving.
Right.
Um, the next award is the Tattoo You Award, which they have those like two Adam and George, I think are their names, like the two like
Mhm.
super fans of wrestling, who were like sitting in the arena for Royal Rumble for like 18 weeks.
Right, right,
No food,
right.
no water, no vibes. Present the award. Which by the way, a lot of these like the nominees are interwoven with like real life people. It was so weird. Like
So
they would be
weird.
like Undertaker, like, Stone Cold,
Like, Tommy
Howard Stern,
Lee.
Tommy Lee. Like we'd be like, "What?"
What? Yeah.
Like why are
What
real normal people being nominated in
as if any of them are watching this. I
fully
cannot. Like,
or present or care. Like
w
and as if they're going to give an award to Tommy Lee out of the blue just like at a
right.
wrestling for the Slammies. Like it was so random and made no sense. Either way, Undertaker wins, amazing.
Love that.
Undertaker, let me just say, spoilers, swept the Slammies.
Oh,
It was the
swept the
Undertaker's night,
Slammies.
girl, and I love to see it. But
100%. He came out looking like Beyonce, just, like, littered in Grammys. Like, it was
lo-
great.
love, and he also just like wore his normal Undertaker attire. He came in, had his whole entrance, the lights are out, the
Mhm.
music, the whatever, which they had a live orchestra like play or a little like five-piece
Amazing.
band
Amazing.
playing
I love
the
the
intros.
uh-huh.
Love to see it.
I
When they
loved it
did
for the
Psycho
Undertakers.
Sids,
For some of them was a little bit rough, not gonna
Psycho
lie.
Sids was a
Oh,
no, girl.
that
Whoever's on
was
that violin, that is such a sin. Why would you make them do that? So rude.
right.
But Undertaker's, oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
they
They played,
they had it together for that one. I don't
they
know what
did.
happened for Sids. They were just like well, it doesn't
Yeah.
help that the notes are, like, just ungodly high. So, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't, they were set up for failure for that. But
Mhm.
the Undertaker, they were like, we have to have this perfect because it's the dead man. It's the phenom. Like we
And
can't.
they had a lot of practice, so
Yeah. Boop. But this I hated. They had Adam P himself.
oh, yeah, that was
Which
so
was
weird.
so stupid. Like, so
So
one of the super
uncomfortable.
fans, like, because he's so afraid of Undertaker, like, literally, like, pees himself on stage and they, like, make fun of him the whole time. I don't like that.
That's weird.
I don't like anything like that, like bullying and, like, things like
Right.
that. Like, it's
I
not for me.
I'm okay, thanks. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
mm-mm. And I don't know how much they paid him to do that, but I'm telling you it was not enough.
No, no. No, because I know nothing about this
Yeah.
man, but I will forever know that he pissed himself in front of the Undertaker, so
And then doesn't change. Like, he's, like, in the
oh,
rest of the
no.
Slammies and he's just in the same pants. Sir, I would be like, if I'm peeing myself on stage, I'm leaving immediately after. Like that's
100%. There
fully it's a no from me.
I'm never watching wrestling again.
You're
Like
never here. I'm moving to Spain. I'm changing my name. You've never heard of me in your whole life.
no,
That's it.
no. Mm-mm.
But throughout the night also is interwoven for the Miss Slammies, they're doing talent portions. So the nominees for Miss Slammies were Sable, Sunny, Marlena, and the Funkettes, which I love that they threw the Funkettes in there. But the
Right.
first the first talent portion is the Funkettes, which it's so funny. Xavier and I are watching in dead silence, and then Xavier always says what I'm thinking, thank God, because Xavier goes, have they just been off in timing this whole time? And I was like, oh my God,
They were off
thank you.
the whole time. It was
The
like watching
whole time.
it was like watching a dance routine and then the shadow echo of that dance routine. Like
Like it was like they were doing a ripple effect the whole time, but just like not doing it
no,
correctly. Like
oh my
it
God, it was so bad. And like I was trying to like get through it and like I couldn't. Like I just like at some point I was just like, it's not just me, right? Like this
no, and
isn't
I was like, thank
good.
God you said something because I was thinking it, but I didn't want because they're objectively great dancers. They just are never in time, girl. Like
No.
never. I will say we finally learned their names though. It's Tracy and Nadine. But that's not
Wow.
how I want to learn your name by being so disappointed and
Right.
like your job is dance. We literally said this in our main episode. We were like, I love that they do not get involved in the drama. They come, they do their routine, and they leave. They don't get involved in the mess. They don't talk to anybody. They don't look at anybody. They just so if that's your one job, can we do it in time,
Right.
please?
Especially if this is the talent portion of a competition. Like this is the time.
This
This is the time to get it together if you're going to get
and
it together.
and if you're off in the beginning, okay, you just started. You're trying to hear the music or the whatever.
Where's your
But you
spot? Where's your
where's your periffs getting in the like? Come on! I was like the whole time.
It was bad.
Time.
It was pretty bad.
After the Funkettes talent portion, I don't know why they did this match or this award in the middle of the Slammies. This felt like a very end of the road kind of award, but they
Right.
did best match of the year
Right.
just in the middle, who was presented by JR, and it was WrestleMania 12, Sean versus Brett. So Sean the Heartbreak Kid versus Brett the Hitman, which I mean, love to see. They both go up. It's really funny because like there's obviously tension because they don't like each other, but also they both won this award and it was truly a beautiful match, whatever.
Mhm.
Sean goes up and because he's a little poke the bear, he like says all these things and then at the end he goes, and I'm sorry, Brett's gonna be so mad I said this, but like, I beat you in that match, ha ha ha, and then like runs
Like
off
runs
the
away. Yeah,
stage.
yeah, yeah.
So amazing. And then Brett, I don't even remember what Brett said, but it was probably something withering and beautiful, as Brett always does.
Right, right, right.
Then they go right to best hair award. I mean, they went from best match of the year to best hair. I don't know how. I don't know who set up this lineup. But it's presented by the Legion of Doom, which is wait,
Phenomenal.
yes, Legion of Doom, which is hysterical, phenomenal, and iconic because obviously they
Mhm.
came in costume. They were not trying to play. Um, but they present the award to Triple H. He is the winner. I was furious that Undertaker was not nominated because let's never forget the Beyonce hair whip
Mm.
of 1996. I guess it
6.
was just
Yeah.
like
Amazing.
he
Absolutely
deserved
stunning.
every award for that. But I will say, Triple H's exit from his speech was one of the most iconic things I've ever heard in my life, and I will be using it forever. I literally, as soon as we stopped watching it, I went out and told my roommate, I was like, we have to put this in the memory bank. So good. He takes his hair and he's like shaking it around and he goes, look at it, wish you had it, eat your heart out, leaves.
Leaves. Perfect. 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 I have never been a bigger fan than I
Never
am
in my
up
life.
to this point.
He turned me in an instant. I've
He,
hated him this whole time. Now, biggest
mhm,
fan. Turned me
biggest fan.
immediately.
He said, he said, look at it, wish you could have it, eat your heart out.
And just literally period left. Period
Oh.
period Like literally I just
Ah,
period period I just
so good. It's so good.
immediately I'm like, I am Triple H's number one fan. I don't know if you've met me, but that's who I'm rooting
Right.
for. And
We're
meanwhile, I've
standing
been roasting him for over a year and don't
alive.
care anymore. Don't care anymore. Turn
No.
me that quick. Um Amazing. Next is the Loose Screw Award, which
Amazing.
is just love to award bad behavior. Love it. Presented by Sunny and some man named Lou. No idea who he is, but apparently he is Captain Loose Screw of something. I'm sorry. I'm sure people know him. I just did not
Mm.
recognize him or catch a last name, but he was unhinged and crazy. Sunny literally had to take the mic from him and be like, okay, we have to present the nominees. So obviously he was the right person to present the Loose Screw Award.
Right.
To no one's surprise, Mankind wins. Paul Bear goes up with him and chews Sunny up for no reason.
Oh my
Chews
God.
her up for no reason. And he just goes, you better mind your business, Sunny, because the real loose screw of the WWE is you.
Oh,
Uh,
oh,
uh, for what?
oh
Uh,
my God. She
character
really got the short end of
assassination.
the stick today.
Sunny, yeah, Sunny did not have a good night at the Slammys.
Mm-mm.
Chewed up by Paul Bear for no reason. I mean, I'm glad it happened. She was sitting right in the front row. I mean,
Right.
like, she just got a full face of that.
Right.
Um, and I didn't even know they had beef. Amazing. But I don't even remember what Mankind said. It was probably something horrifying, but I was too focused on the Sunny shred to notice anything. But yeah, I mean, Sunny ate a lot of sour grapes tonight.
Amen.
Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I lied. Mankind, thank God I wrote this down. For some reason, he cracked me up. He made a heartfelt thank you to he's like a man who's basically my father figure, da 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 da
Oh
da.
my God.
Aldo Montoya.
Oh, so funny. Yeah, he was actually very funny. Like,
Very funny.
mhm.
I'm sorry, I take it back. He's really tore it up. Honestly, him and Paul, for no reason, came up there, did their business, cracked me
he
up
he understood the assignment. Like he knew this was
fully.
like this is a joke.
Yes, and that's how what that is why like that's how I need to be treated as such by everyone else because thanking Aldo Montoya as your father figure is just
It's
comedy.
perfect. That's A1 right there.
Comedy.
Mhm.
So good. Then we get to Marlena's talent portion, which
Amazing. It was perfect. It
amazing.
was absolutely spectacular.
I wanna
So
I wanna curse really, really bad. But basically
I'll
Marlena
believe
like
it.
okay, Marlena stunts on everyone by. Like
Yo, for
she
real. For real. For real.
like she served so hard by doing basically like a blind cigar smelling in like it and like the
Like
way her voice is it's like they're sitting it's like her and Goldust like sexily like alluringly ties like a satin blindfold over her eyes and is presenting her and she's like mm, smells like it's the Cuban 64 like that
da 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 da.
and,
Da.
and then
And
one comes across and she goes get that away from or like whatever she did
she's like,
like
"This is trash. I don't smoke
flash
trash."
oh my
I was like,
god
"Oh my God, amazing. Absolutely
That's all
spectacular."
she does. Her talent is smelling rich cigars and getting rid of the trashy ones. Like,
It was perfect. It was exactly what I
perfect
thought her talent
talent
was.
should be. As the Funkette's talent is dancing, Marlena's is cigars. Like, is just being the
Period.
baddest. The baddest. I
Mhm.
mean, Marlena chewed. It was so good.
Ugh, amazing.
And then of course Owen Hart, we have the iconic moment of Owen Hart, 1997 stealing a Slammy because he was
Fully
not
was
going home
supposed to
empty-handed.
present a was fully supposed to present a Slammy, just gets up there, he's like, "Woo! I did it again." And
Yep.
like he's
Ta-da.
just like so stoked. Just
I
I love this man. I really he can
love
do no wrong in my eyes.
no, and it's so good because like, do we know what category is for? No.
No.
Do we know who's nominated? No. Do we know anything about any of the nope. Owen Hart
Nope.
won and I don't care. Like,
Right. Owen's
that's
got
it.
another Slammy.
I love it. And like I hate it, but I love it because I
Right.
swear to God, that Slammy, she's coming out. And I just
Right.
it's gonna now his like wrestling thing is gonna say like two-time
Right.
like Slammy winner instead of just Slammy winner,
Oh
which
my God.
whatever, fine. He is like a
I
star
love
to
it.
me. Love
Right.
him. Then we have Sable's talent portion which she is a karate board breaking
Right.
wax on wax off master.
She's like, "What do you think of me now?" And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, she said, "I'm ready to fight." And full Manny, love.
Full Manny, just
Full
breaking
Manny.
boards.
Just break like literally just hyena, like kicking,
Yeah.
punching, smash. I want to say It was just a master compilation of her smashing at least, like, 25 different pieces of wood.
Right. Right.
Like,
Hmm.
legendary. Not what I expected. I didn't know what I expected her to do, but I'm glad it was that because
No, yeah, fully.
love to see it.
I was flabbergasted, really. I was like, oh, okay, Sable, you've been training. Good to know.
Yeah, I mean, work. I mean, because 'cause I'm like, is this a precursor of what's to come? Is because I know she sometimes, like, she'll put the pause
She
on
gets a
people
little
once in a
scrappy.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to see. Then really unfortunately for everyone, Double J
Jesse
performs.
James.
Jesse James performs, and I'm so sorry, it was horrible.
I feel so bad for this man. They
I
haven't
do
had him
too.
have a match in like a month,
Yep.
but they'll drag his ass out here to sing live on the Slammy Awards in front of all of his contemporaries.
Yep. And I'm really sorry, it's no disrespect, we all have bad nights sometimes, but this was just a really bad performance, just
Really bad.
really bad. And again, it was one of those times where, like, Xavier and I were so quiet, and then Xavier was like, "He's, like, really flat, right?" And I was like, "Oh my god, he's so," but, like,
No,
it
it
just
was. Mm,
ooh, not a good one. Sorry, Double J, but this was not the night for you
and
either.
it's like impressive that after that first performance, they were like, another one. Mhm.
Get him back out there. And he was, like, premiering a new song, and this I was like, "Even the song is just objectively
Lackluster.
bad." Like,
It's
it's
just
just
bad.
objectively bad. Even, like, anyone singing the song, it would just be objectively bad. Like, not a win. Sorry, Double J, not the one for you.
No, honestly.
But the next award was the number one with a bullet award, which just made me think of Fall Out Boy, but
Yeah.
I don't remember who presented it. I guess I forgot to write it down, wasn't important, but The Undertaker wins that also.
Mhm.
Not even necessarily sure what the award meant or was
Meant.
about, but Undertaker won and love to see it. And now I believe is this when we get to the swimsuit
I
competition?
think so.
Yeah. So this is the swimsuit competition. I will say this because at some point someone says it might have been the host or Jerry, like Sunny's coming out and she's doing her little bikini dance, rah rah. Of course, we know Sunny's bod is bodying. We know this. It's
Right,
not
right, right.
news. She's a beautiful woman. But someone says because Sunny's talent hasn't happened yet, her talent portion, and someone says we all know what Sunny's talent is, and it's not appropriate for television.
Yeah.
And we're like, uh.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think it's Triple H comes out and says it because China.
Oh, okay. You're so right. You're so right. You're so right. Okay, so also I forgot to say China was also nominated as a Miss Slammy. Um, which I forget they just show her at some point like lifting weights
Wait.
like in the
Just.
animal amazing woman she is. But okay, so Sunny goes first, then yes, Triple H comes out because China is supposed to come through in the bikini or the bathing suit or the whatever. And I love this. Triple H said women's rights. Like he came out here and was like China is too good for I've withdrawn her because she's too good for this. She's not one of these silicone Barbie dolls. She's not competing with these girls in a bikini. Like she is like an athlete. She's like he basically comes for her honor, which I love.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he comes, he's like, this is not happening. She was like, her with you. No, 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 no,
No, no, no.
no.
You can't compete. You can't
Right.
compete. And like I love that they did this because while I think China can do anything that she wants, she can lift weights, she can be in a bathing suit, she can do whatever the heck she wants. I also love that Triple H wants to establish her as like something separate. Like she's
Right.
not a valet. She's not just like the woman who comes to the ring and looks pretty and whatever. Like she serves a purpose for
Right.
him,
Mhm,
which I
mhm, mhm.
love. But yeah, he is the one, you're right, that says we all know what Sunny's talent is and it's not appropriate for television.
And then he goes, and I have a best friend that says, you're not very good at that either. And I was like, you just said that on in front of everybody, all of your coworkers. Like,
Because you know when the insults have like a little bit of truth and you can feel it in their voice?
what's up?
Because you know, like when insults have like a little bit of truth
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you can hear it in their voice and feel it in the air. Cause suddenly it felt like tension. Like you said that and it was funny, but also it was like, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh,
Right.
might be some truth in that. I don't know. Like really that
That's
shredded.
rough.
I mean,
Yeah.
again, rough night for Sunny. I mean, it was kill shot after kill shot, girl.
Hmm.
Um, the Funkettes come out, they do their little thing. I'm not gonna say what the host said because it feels super inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna if you want to watch the 1997 Slammies, be our guest. It was
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
chaotic.
Just know their bodies were also bodying. Continue.
Boing, boing, yeah, for sure. Marlena's suit goes crazy. Really awesome. But the clear winner
Mm.
was Miss
Sable.
Sable. My God, she came out and it was literally the most, I don't even know how it
It
was
was
on
like
her body.
it was like a whisper of a swimsuit. It
It
was
wasn't even, it's like somebody took a marker and like just X'd out like the not safe for work parts. Like
no,
it,
literally. I was like, what? How? How is this like even? How is she moving at all in
and
this?
nothing is like, here it is. Like, you know
Right,
what I mean? Like,
exactly.
it was literally just like a one long piece of string that like went up, went
Screaming,
down. The
screaming.
Brazilian beach queen. Like, it was just, it was crazy. I mean, Mark Miro was like
He looked like
turning red
50
in the
Shades
front
of Red.
row.
Yeah, he
Yeah, yeah,
was
yeah.
like, which
And I
is
was like,
like, hello, you get to take that home every night.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
should be real proud. Like, look at your room. Look at this room. They all wish. They are all
Y-
wishing right now. Actively, they are wishing. You could see it in
Yep.
their eyes, and you're like, I was like, no, no, dude.
Standing ovation. That's what you
Like,
should do. Get up
yeah, you get up and yes, you're like, that's my
and look
woman.
around like this.
Look how good she looks. That's what I'm saying.
And then yeah, and then then you go up and and escort her down the stair instead of
Right.
vice versa. Yeah, Mark Miro played that all wrong. He acted like embarrassed of her, which is so stupid. She ate it up,
Eight,
looked
eight, eight,
amazing.
eight.
So then after the swimsuit competition, again, randomly just put it in the middle of the awards, but they go into best finishing maneuver presented by Brian Pillman, which is hysterical.
Right.
Hey Brian. But Brian Pillman presents it to the winner, Shawn Michaels, for Sweet Chin Music. Which love to see it. I don't remember who the other people were that were nominated, but I remember being like, I wouldn't have chosen Shawn Michaels to be honest. But also, we love Sweet Chin Music. Always gets
Right.
well 9 times out of 10 gets the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes into best couple, which I think is hysterical. They have it presented by the odd couple themselves, Vince McMahon and Jerry the King Lawler.
Right.
Why did they present this
I
award?
don't
I
know.
think it is so funny. Like again, they probably should present like best match or like
Right.
best whatever. I don't know, but they presented best couple, and I literally was like, if it's not Goldust and Marlena, I'm leaving. Like if it
Amen.
because who is competing with them? And obviously Goldust and Marlena win. Then they get into the Freedom of Speech Award. These awards were like best hair, best couple, best finishing maneuver, best match, best freedom. Like it's just all over the place. But Freedom of Speech Award presented by Captain Crazy himself, Bob Backlund,
Ugh.
who is it felt like he got out of hand as he often does, and people had to like
Yeah.
seize control from him because he was doing too much.
Yeah. And
Because
it's a theme.
it's a common thing, but obviously the freedom of speech award goes to Stone Cold,
Right. Right. Right.
without a doubt, because that makes the most sense to me. But yeah, Bob Backlund like tries to be like, I'm not giving Stone Cold this award. Like he's crazy, he's whatever, and basically tries to like, I don't know, put a stop to the whole thing. And everyone was like, okay, Bob, just get
Right.
off now. Like,
Right.
we
You're
get
doing.
it. We get your
Mm.
bit. We get the gimmick. No one cares.
Right.
Um, then we get into the star of the highest magnitude that is presented by Walter Payton, who's a football star,
Right.
allegedly.
No. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I know the name Walter Payton. I mean, sounds familiar to me, who's a non-sports person. And again, sweep of the night, Undertaker takes star of the
Yeah.
highest
Hmm.
magnitude award, and I fully agree with that. Like,
Amen.
fully agree with that. I mean, he even had his own entrance at the Slammies. Nobody
That's what.
else did.
That's what I'm saying. Except for the nation, but
So
no one. Everyone was mad about that.
yeah, no one wanted that. Like no one
Right.
was happy about that.
You're correct.
And then they have the last award before Miss Slammy, which apparently is the coup de grace, Miss Slammy, but the the Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to Arnold Scolano. And it's presented by Gorilla Monsoon and the current reigning champion Psycho Sid.
Right.
I do not know who this person is. I'll be
Uh,
honest.
I also didn't really know who this person was.
I am once
So,
again #new wrestling. So Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations to Arnold. I'm so sorry. I don't know who you are.
right, we were lost.
And I think they showed like clips of him, but they were really unclear. Like all of the clips from the night were really weird and unclear. Like
Right.
they didn't make any sense. Like when they were doing like best finishing maneuver, it was like pictures of like atomic bombs and
Right,
like
it was
like
weird.
guns and like things like that because it's like, oh, because death is the end. Like I don't know,
Right.
it was weird. So if they were trying to encapsulate a career worthy of a Lifetime Achievement Award, it wasn't well handled, but congratulations, Arnold. And Miss Slammy, based off of looks, talent, bathing suit bod, went to Sable.
Amen.
Which I'm not
She really
upset
is
with.
like the woman of the year. So
Fully. I mean, Sable, well deserved. Miss Slammy 1997, Sunny got nada zip zero, except for
oh my
roasted
god, and
alive on a
she
spit.
looked miffed about it.
Miffed. I will say Marlena had the best talent. I mean, yes, like
Yes.
it was the most on brand perfect talent for her. It made me feel things. It made me feel
Right.
alive. It like made me want to kiss her on the mouth. Like it just
Right.
no one does theater and theatrics and like vibes and branding quite like her.
Ugh,
But
amen.
Sable ate up that swim team competition. We can't even lie.
No, you are 100% correct. No,
But
that was
yeah,
it, guys, right?
that's it. I mean, we just did a quick rundown because you guys, the chaos was so unhinged. I didn't even have the words or the wherewithal to write anything down
Right.
because
Just
I
chaos.
only had the
Chaos.
tidbits.
All right, guys. So that was our little mini slammy episode. Just thought it would be something fun to watch that occurs WrestleMania week. So this will come out probably before the WrestleMania episode at some point. Just be on the lookout for that. And we will catch you next time.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.